to this a second ago. I got a young man in here with us today, and Baraka, make sure I get your last name right. It's Baraka Degwa, right? I got it right? All right, make sure you get that volume up, Gavin. And so we actually have a couple student assistants in here, we'll call them today. So
yes.
Gavin Strickland with Walker Valley Live. He's one of our Walker Valley students, obviously, that was at a baseball game with me till nearly after 11 o'clock last night. He's our board op today. And then Baraka, of course, part of the CHS leadership program. So we're going to call you our CHS leadership intern. Does that work, Baraka?
Yeah, that is a great deal. I love that.
So I do want to ask you, just kind of from the standpoint of someone that was able to be involved in those rivalry games this year, Cleveland Bradley, obviously Cleveland Walker Valley, and we're going to talk more about the boys here in just a moment. But when you look at the other side of the things over on the ladies' side and how competitive Coach Hensley and your buddies over there in that girls' Lady Raiders team were able to be this year, like how obvious is it, or is it obvious to you just how dominant the Barretts are?
Yeah, you could go so much about the Barretts. I mean, when you go into a game day against Bradley, I mean, your adrenaline's high throughout school. I mean, you see one of the Lady Raiders in the hallways, and you're just dapping them up, getting them pumped up. Like, you have a tough task on hands today. So, going into, like, watching those games, like, I got to go to that the district championship. I mean, I was just stoked. I mean, I knew it was going to be a good game, and just being able to see just the Barretts really control the game. I mean, props to the Raiders. I mean, they've always pushed Bradley to their limits this year. Just give props to Coach Hensley and just all the girls over there. I mean, their preparation is insane when they go into a game against the Barretts. So just seeing the Barretts, really do their thing. I mean, you just got to give them all the props.
And since we're having you on for the first time, and this is going to be the first of many, you're going to be around a little bit with us, getting some internship hours. But I do want to give you props as well, because you had a couple pretty good games against Bradley this year as well. If you could talk about your experience with Coach Pride and your team this year for a second.
I mean, yeah, I just got to give just the utmost praise to Coach Pride. I mean, going into this year, we had our backs against the wall.
Expectations weren't very high to start the season, were they?
Yeah. I mean, they had us pretty low in the district, and I mean in the region as well. But I mean, just tough off season when it comes to different circumstances, and just we didn't have a summer at all. We were barely our preseason was very little different, out of our comfort zone.
Trying to figure things out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. At the end of the day, we were just trying to get organized as a whole, and we finally got organized towards just the start of the season. We were all still getting into the hang of things, given that I probably was maybe one of our only returning varsity members. So I mean, it was just a new scenery at Cleveland, and so just being able just to have Coach Pride that instills so much hope in us, and the other coaching staff, and just a bunch of guys who were hungry and wanted just to play the game of basketball at a high level. I mean, it was just a blessing this year. So you got to give all the props to them.
Yeah, Brock, I appreciate the insight from you as we talk high school basketball here on The Drive. Let me get that out straight. Again, presented by Hardees. If you guys have an opinion and you're listening to us, text the Warren and Griffin text line 423-749-1013 as we continue to talk some high school basketball here early in the show. Again, second segment, we're going to be talking the Barretts as they went over Cookeville 69-60 last night. Gary Ownby was on the call for that one, but we're going to have Coach Turner Jackson, athletic director, next segment, talking about that game. And I do want to talk about the boys' side of things tonight. Obviously, region tournament finals, Walker Valley versus Cookeville. Man, Cookeville's pesky. They're just hanging around girls, hanging around boys, and this is a little deceiving. So I do know that district kind of beat each other up. They kind of took turns beating each other. Cookeville, a 20-10 record, kind of snuck their way into this game,
right,
with a win over Lincoln County that was a lot of people, I think, considered the better team. Am I accurate? Because Greg called me on my crap yesterday. I'm going to just go ahead and say it. Is that an accurate statement to make, Baraka?
Yes, sir. Very accurate. I mean, they were all just so even, but Lincoln County did kind of have the upper hand. Yeah.
So we're going to talk as we get ready to cover that again. Terry just left the studio not long ago. Terry Evans with his gear and tote headed up there, which got between Greg and Terry. He's meeting Shelton tonight, by the way.
That's right.
So it's going to be Terry and Shelton on the call. They're, again, live at Warren County, 8 o'clock for the region championship, Walker Valley against Cookeville. It's easy to say, and I talked to Will Campbell earlier today, it's easy to say Walker Valley's the favorite to win this game.
Oh, sure.
Walker Valley's 27-3, playing good ball, have played good competition all year long, and have proven themselves. But and I do this because I like making Coach Campbell feel awkward and uncomfortable. I pump him up, I talk him up, and he's like, "Whoa, hold on a minute. Like, tonight's a new game." Like, he says the right things,
of course.
But it genuinely is his mindset. He said, if we come out cold and we're not hitting shots tonight, and we're not D'ing up, and we're not doing what we're supposed to do, we won't win this game.
Right.
He said that this isn't a show up and they're gonna hand you the trophy type deal. So the mindset from him is right, and he talks about his team and stuff. And obviously, Baraka, you matched up with those guys a few times this year, and you know what that team's made of. I don't want to put you on the spot to make a pick in this game. I'm not going to do that to you. But what do you think about this Walker Valley Cookeville matchup?
I mean, when you just look down into the variables of just the game, I mean, you have a Walker team that they're very tightly knitted, and I mean, they all play so well together. Their chemistry is through the roof. But playing Cookeville, I mean, they are pesky guys that really want to win, and they know how to win. I mean, they've been to the state tournament. They've been around winning a lot. So I think it'll be a really good game, given just throwing the records out the window. And I mean, it could go either way, but I'm leaning heavy towards Walker Valley.
Okay, I like that. So hearing it from a Blue Raider, leaning towards the Mustangs in that matchup tonight. And again, so I'm actually, as we're doing the show live here, ESPN Cleveland 101.3, also on the free ESPN Cleveland 101.3 app, as well as YouTube, Facebook. On YouTube, just go to that WCLE page, and you can find us live each and every day, Monday through Friday, for this show.
As long as I remember to start the stream.
That's right. Yeah, Gavin got us rolling today,
That's
right? Gavin got us going. So
I haven't left a stream running for 5 hours before. I don't know what you're talking about.
That may or may have happened
this week,
right?
At least once this week, yes.
Or 3 or 4 times in the past month.
2 weeks,
maybe.
yeah.
2 weeks.
That's probably just 2 weeks, yeah.
Okay. But so Coach Jackson's communicating with me right now. He's got a full slate going on over there at Bradley. He's going to join us a little bit closer to 5:30. So probably either toward the end of that second segment or our third segment of the day here at The Drive on ESPN Cleveland 101.3.
And what I will say, regardless of what happens for the Mustangs tonight, either way they do move on.
Correct.
Region finals means you're playing in the region finals means you're guaranteed a berth in sub-state. They will play Monday night. This just is a question of whether that game's at Walker Valley or if it's over in Middle Tennessee somewhere. So just kind of waiting to see what happens there. Same for the Bearats. Last night they win. They get to host Saturday, I believe.
Yes.
Saturday night we'll have a game over there for them.
Yeah, so they are hosting. I believe it's Mount Juliet is who
there you go.
The Bearats are playing. So
that's not one you want to see. If you can help it.
And listen, again, I'm not going to let Greg Phillips get me ever again. So I'm not going to comment on Mount Juliet because I don't know anything about him. But I was able to see Cookeville play Walker Valley's girls live. That's why I kind of had the opinion that I had, because Walker Valley showed up and battled with them in the first half. And,
absolutely.
And obviously, that's a Cookeville team that had a lot of success, and Walker Valley team that had struggled to figure out who they are. New coach, kind of a little bit different from your guys' situation with Coach Pride coming in late. Coach Campbell came in like really late for the Walker Valley Lady Mustangs, but just watching that game, I kind of formed my opinion solely off that game. But Cookeville showed up big time again against the Bearats, but it wasn't enough as Kamora Fields and company just continue to dominate. But we've got a lot to talk about today, and I'm so glad we got the young guns in here with us today, Ryan, and I'm going to tell you why. This is one of our questions of the day, and I want this on the text line as well. So again, the Warren and Griffin text line, 423-749-1013. If you had some NIL money, if you're a collegiate athlete and you've got some NIL money, how are you spending your NIL money? And we're not going to limit you. We're not putting a number on it. But as a collegiate athlete, so don't approach this like you're going to pay off your mortgage, okay? Because you're a college athlete, everything's covered, all right?
Right.
Books, tuition, housing, that stuff's taken care of. How would you spend your NIL money? Text us, let us know on the Warren and Griffin text line, 423-749-1013. Ryan, I'm going to put you all over that to make sure we're getting those read live on the air. But excited to talk about that as well as some other things. So you guys Gavin, Baraka, you guys think about that because you guys got some money to spend, and we're going to have some fun with that next segment as well. But obviously, the big news over the past couple of days with Jerks and Profar testing positive for PEDs. That's something we've talked about a lot. We're going to hit on the Atlanta Braves, talk some Spencer Strider as he took the mound earlier today. Looked pretty solid. Excited about what he's going to bring to the table for the Braves this year. And opening day sneaking up on us, March 27th. So when we get to our Major League segment and Atlanta Braves segment here on The Drive, who's that brought to you by? Of course, Mayfield Dairy. That's it. So we're going to talk about all that as well. But very excited to talk some high school basketball with the big region championship game tonight. And as I said, to talk with Coach Jackson about the Barrett team and what they were able to accomplish. And just talking to Coach Reuter on the phone earlier, I kind of got fired up hearing what he had to say. He's like, listen, like, we got practice, because I tried to get him to call in.
Right.
I said, Coach, can we get you on? You know, we've had Coach Pride on. We've had Coach both Coach Campbell's on. We've had Bianca Hensley on like 20 times because she's so good. She's and like pretty much like when she's coaching, like she was in labor coaching a basketball game, which was awesome. It doesn't matter what the situation is, if it's an interview, if it's a coaching in a clutch moment, like she shows up
100%.
Like you can tell like it's in her DNA. Like she's ice water in her veins type of person. But I told Coach Reuter, I said, man, we've got to get you on. I don't want our Bradley people to think we're not doing you guys justice. And he said, Coach, I just got to be honest. We're practicing until 6 o'clock, and like we've got games to be played, and I don't want to miss practice or cut out. I got to stay on those girls. He is still on them and coaching them at this point in the season. And, you know, a lot of people have the belief that, hey, the work's done. Now it's showing up and playing ball. That Coach Reuter doesn't believe that, man. He's in there coaching every minute of every practice and is really digging in here to make sure that they get that four-peat.
Well, and when you're at this point in the season, these are teams you have not seen before. You still have plenty to prepare for. Mount Juliet's somebody they have not played. Cookeville, I'm pretty sure, was somebody they had not played throughout the season. You have whole new schemes you have to look at and figure out, and they're not going anywhere. You know, Sub-State on Saturday. Pretty sure State starts Wednesday.
Next week.
Next Wednesday through Saturday up there at the Glass House. So we'll see what happens. But I'm not surprised he's locked in. It's Jason Reuter.
That's right.
This is what we expect.
Yeah, he likes to win. We'll just say that.
Just
There's
a little bit, yes.
Hey, speaking of another guy who likes to win, before we go to break here, be sure to check out our new content on ESPN Cleveland 101.3 and the ESPN Cleveland 101.3 app specifically, as well as our Facebook page. But coming soon, a Drive With series. Episode 1 aired last Friday. Good news, it's going to air again tomorrow. And Episode 1 was a Drive With Josh Boskin, Cleveland High School head wrestling coach. Again, that will re-air tomorrow in place of our show. Is just got a lot going on, so I can pick the heat back up of not being the one here in the studio.
Right. Yes.
You guys like to give me a hard time about that. But a Drive With series will showcase standout individuals such as coaches and athletes from within our community. And if you didn't get a chance to hear it, Coach Josh Boskin, another guy who, you know, he likes to win state titles. He's pretty good at it.
Seems to have done okay.
Doesn't matter if it's high school, middle school, youth division, like the guys bringing them in. Baraka, you know Coach Boskin.
Oh, yeah.
And so definitely tune in tomorrow, 5 o'clock on the Drive to catch that. And it will also be posted on the ESPN Cleveland 101.3 app. With that, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, got plenty to talk about in the world of sports, and we're going to have Bradley Central High School Athletic Director Turner Jackson with us. All that when we come back here on ESPN Cleveland 101.3.
Timeout. Stay tuned for more nonstop sports talk on The Drive, presented by Hardees.
For a limited time, get Hardee's Big Cheeseburger with 100% American Angus beef for just $4.99. That's a deal no one can beat. Actually, we can beat it. Because you can also get Hardee's hand-breaded chicken sandwich for $4.99. The Pick a Sandwich deal. Only $4.99. Only for a limited time. Only at Hardee's. Participating restaurants only. Tax not included.
Did you twist an ankle? Hurt your shoulder? Or maybe that weekend project left you with more than sore muscles? Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics is here to help. Our Urgent Ortho Walk-In Clinic in Cleveland is open Monday through Saturday, treating sprains, strains, fractures, and more. No appointment needed. There's no need to drive to Chattanooga for expert orthopedic care. Call, schedule online, or walk in today and get back to moving pain-free. Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. The Center for expert care right when you need it.
Check your wallet. Empty? Check your bills. Overdue? Check your stress level. Maxed? Now, check into cash. Check into Cash is your one-stop money shop, and we've got everything you need. Payday loans and flex lines of credit options? Check. Quick in-store services like money orders and wire transfers? Check. Turn your unused gift cards into cash? Oh yeah, check. And yes, we cash checks. All kinds. Fast. Check that off your list. Visit checkintocash.com or check into a store to get started. The process is simple, quick, and designed to get you the help you need fast. If you've been approved, you can leave with cash in hand. We have locations in the Chattanooga area, including Cleveland and Athens. Check in, cash out, and get on with life. Check into Cash. We fund today to make a better tomorrow. Subject to state regulations, eligibility, credit check, underwriting, and approval. Rates, restrictions, and fees apply. Visit the store for details. ESPN Cleveland 101.3 is powered by Duracell.
No more varicose or spider veins. No more tired, achy, restless legs. No more restless nights. Start your journey to a better you with help from Milligan Vein. Their board-certified physicians have treated thousands of patients using the latest technologies to restore healthy, great-looking legs. There's little or no downtime, and your procedure is covered by most insurance. Milligan Vein, improving the quality of your life. Visit milliganvein.com or call Dr. John Milligan today at 423-961-5682.
Switching jobs is stressful. Switching schools is painful. But switching your insurance policies to Allstate, it really couldn't be easier. At Allstate, you can call one local agent who can assist you with all of your policies and make the paperwork simple. Here in Cleveland, Allstate agent George Gray can help you protect everything from your home, car, boat, and motorcycle to your RV, ATV, and more. See George Gray, Allstate Insurance on Key Street. Are you in good hands?
Welcome back to The Drive, presented by Hardees. Join the conversation. Text 423-749-1013. You can also listen anywhere on our website, ESPNCleveland1013.com.
Mayfield Dairy Chocolate Milk is a great recovery drink for athletes or anyone who exercises. Rich in calcium and vitamin D, get Mayfield's famous chocolate milk at multiple locations near you. Find out more at mayfielddairy.com. Once again, that's mayfielddairy.com. And, of course, Ryan knows this. I'm a big chocolate milk fan.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Back in the day when they had the milk mustache ads, do you remember those?
Yeah.
Like, I remember there was a big poster of Albert Pujols, which who just happens to be managing in the World Baseball Classic.
Right.
But there's a poster of Albert Pujols just jacked holding his bat back when he played with the St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah.
And he had the milk mustache. Like, that's why Albert Pujols was hitting dingers left and right, because he drank milk.
Strong
right?
bones, baby.
Yeah, we need to bring that back. It was the Got Milk campaign.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
I remember they used to take us up there for field trips to the factory in Knoxville, which is basically just an excuse to feed us ice cream, which was always fun. Up there at the Mayfield plant. We do love it.
I miss the Mayfield ice cream ads we used to do.
Yes.
Used to throw those on, the cherry chocolate chunk and all those.
Yeah.
And yeah, we might need to dip back into that as well.
We'll poke Steve, see if they got something else like that going on.
Also, on that note, I'm going to tell Steve Hartline, to call Scotty Mayfield and get us set up in this studio with a mini freezer with Mayfield ice cream in it.
And chocolate milk.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm on board.
I'm
like,
here
I think
for it,
we
man.
can make this happen.
If he wants to, we will mention him more.
We're manifesting this on air right now.
I'm here for it, man. I love it.
Scotty's probably listening. Who we kidding? He's a big drive guy.
That's right.
He likes the drive.
And he loves the Atlanta Braves.
He does. And as we're talking Major League Baseball, once again, sponsored by Mayfield Dairy, good news today down at spring training. Spencer Strider touched 97 a few times with his fastball, which if you recall when he was coming up, part of the deal with him, he's a power pitcher. Not a very big guy, not big in stature, probably about 5'9", but he's got the last name to line up with the way that he pitches.
Right.
Spencer Strider, his stride from the pitching rubber
that big
is about like Randy Johnson's, who was 6'6". So I mean, he's all hips and core and backside galore when he pitches.
I miss watching Randy Johnson pitch. Now that you say it,
he was a monster. But Spencer Strider touching 97 a few times with that fastball, being the power pitcher that he was, we saw him struggle a lot last year because he was having to find that area between being what he was as a power pitcher to also being able to locate and finesse a little bit more. He was having some struggles getting a break on his breaking balls, and that's something that we're starting to see here in spring training, that he's getting back early, which is a huge indication of the fact that he could have a much better year this year coming back from that. But he's starting to get that velocity back, which is prior to the injury, that's what he was. That's what made him successful. So when we see him consistently pumping 98, 99 again, we're going to feel a lot better.
Well, and that recovery is a process. They're never going to, some guys get back to it quicker than others. Sometimes you just have to work through it. They saw ESPN's got the ticker running on the bottom. Jason Tatum back for the Celtics this week, just 10 months into a straight-up Achilles tear, which is just, he's probably 2 months early. So you just never know where these guys are going to, where the turnaround happens, when they're going to get back in and just get the feel for it again. And that's, especially with pitching. The longer you're away from it, the longer it takes you to get back into it and just get that arm to cooperate with you.
Yeah. So speaking of that, got to give a shout out to our friends over at Center for Sports Medicine. Again, you guys hear me talk about it on the show a lot, recovering from an ACL meniscus tear myself that took place last year. Dr. Jason Spangler took care of me, got me cleaned up, recovered, ready to go. Now, I'm also significantly older, but those guys over there made sure that I was fast-tracked on my recovery, sent me over to C4 for my recovery, and my guy Arden over there and everyone along with Center for Sports Medicine took care of me. So hopefully the Braves can avoid Center for Sports Medicine. Hopefully they don't have any issues that they have to go over there and see our friends, but we do appreciate them here on the drive as well. But we talked about this a little while ago. The big news today, really over the past few days, was Jerickson Profar testing positive once again, second year in a row for PEDs, which effectively ends his season, forfeits $15 million, which luckily the Braves get back in payroll for this season. So they're going to be able to utilize that $15 million to go out. And some people kind of had some indications that maybe Andrew McCutchen would be one of those guys. Well, Texas Rangers sounds like they've got him locked down for this season. But I'm of the belief that let's hold on to that and see where we can use it when we need it. Let's see if the depth can stay healthy for a little bit.
My dad's a Pirates guy, so I would have loved to have seen McCutchen's, especially as a veteran, come in for that. That's disappointing. But, yeah, I mean, hey.
I'd rather use it on a pitcher because that's where the injuries have been a problem for the Atlanta Braves. Lucas Giolito's still available out there, but I'm all for the approach that we usually see from Alex Anthopoulos, the GM of the Atlanta Braves, and it's let's be patient and see if we can ride this thing out with what we've got. And if we need to make an addition out of necessity at some point, then we'll attack the
You have that flexibility at that point. Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan, I got a question for you.
Hit me with it.
Do we have one of the greatest of all time on the line with us right now?
I think we might.
And so who I'm referring to is Bradley Central High School Athletic Director Turner Jackson. Coach Jackson, are you there?
I'm here. We just finished the national anthem in soccer.
And listen, I know you're all over the place this time of the year with the spring sports getting kicked off. If you could, quickly, before we talk high school basketball, specifically your Bearettes, just kind of let us know what's going on up there at Bradley Central High School with your spring sports.
Well, today we have soccer, softball, and tennis. Track is somewhere. Girls flag football is practicing. We have 7 sports. We picked up lacrosse last year, girls lacrosse. 7.
Yeah, it's
Busy
just
time.
I was about to say it's going full throttle, and I know that the ADs stay busy this time of year. Talking to you and Mike Turner, and of course Al over at Cleveland, you guys go nonstop. And talking about going nonstop, how about the Barretts just continuing to win? Coach, you were at the game against Cookeville, the region finals game last night, 69-60 final. There, Coach Jason Reuter and his crew just continues to dominate.
Well, Cookeville is a very good basketball team. They're not very big, and when you look at them, you wouldn't think they would be very good. But they have a bunch of guards who can penetrate. Luckily, we didn't get in too bad of foul trouble. We defended pretty well. They ran the weave that they used, and pretty effective. They made some nice comebacks and cut the score. We had them by 20. They cut it down to 6. I mean, it's a good basketball team. Very proud of this team. For this team to be undefeated after losing 8 seniors is truly amazing.
No, that really is. And we talk about Kimora Fields and how dominant she is and her impact, but there are so many girls on that team, and you can speak more directly to which people use the term role players, but I don't view this Barrett team necessarily as having role players, because Kimora will dominate the boards, but you've got other girls scoring 15, 20 points as well.
Well, first of all, Kimora, averages 30-something points a game, so let's be real here.
Yeah.
She's a huge, huge part of this 31-0 or whatever we are. But,
no doubt.
They'll try to sag on her. Well, we hit the 3 really well last night. Our guards played well. We defended fairly well, better than I was really worried, because their guards are really good. They're not big, but they handle the ball really well, and they penetrate, and you foul them, and they shoot the free throw good. So it was just a good win. I like our position where we are versus going to Green Hill. So, yeah, maybe we can get to the state. Who knows? So,
Coach, if you could just kind of let us and our listeners know, you guys are taking on Mount Juliet, correct? And that's going to be at Bradley?
Mount Juliet, Saturday at 7 o'clock, our time. Mount Juliet has a really good tradition of girls basketball. They're good. They've had some impressive wins, so we better come to play. So.
Yeah, Coach, definitely excited and hope that we get a good turnout over there at Jim Smitty Arena. And is there anything specifically that you can tell us about Mount Juliet? Are they a team that, as I'm talking to you here, I'm going to pull up their record and their information and stuff, but any common opponents between the two that maybe you've heard Coach Reuter talk about?
Cookeville beat them, but Cookeville is a very good team. They could have beaten us. So, no, I don't. I have not seen them, but they're, they've had some really good wins, and they've had a couple of losses I was surprised at, but they're good enough to beat you. So if we come in thinking it's over and we don't have to do anything, it'll be a long night. So I think we'll be ready. We're sitting in a good spot. We're at home. We don't have to go to Central Time like we did the last 2 nights this week. So
yeah, a lot of people have been putting some miles on their cars, Coach.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it's a pretty good drive. And, you go 111, that's beautiful in the daytime, but coming back at night, it's not too great. So.
Yeah.
Coach, let me ask you a question. When you have a day like that where you are going over, to the Glass House or whatever in that area, how long is your day from leaving campus to getting back?
Well, I mean, our days as athletic directors are long. We put in a lot of hours. I'm also the custodian here. We, as you know, Mike Turner and I work for a cleaning service. So
I was about to call you guys out before you said it, Coach.
I know that after 47 years, you'd be impressed that I'm now the custodian. But that's the truth. I mean, I like it. We clean up, and it's nice. Yeah, a long day. It makes for a long day. You get there at 6 and get home at midnight on a away game. So it's okay. That's what high school athletics is about. But it can be long.
Burning the candle at both ends on that one.
Well, it's not hard work. It's just a lot of hours and stuff.
Well, Coach, just watching you around all these athletic events, you've not lost a step. So I got to give you your props.
Oh, that's deceiving. Yes, sir, I have lost many steps. I used to run a lot. I don't know if I could run right now. So.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
hey,
things it changes. Yeah.
yeah, Coach, I got this pulled up here. Mount Juliet, 24-10 on the season, and they beat a tough Hendersonville team there in the semifinals. Was the one that I've got pulled up here. They beat Hendersonville 46-36. And so I'll try to find who they played in the finals here in a minute. But very excited for the opportunity that the Barretts have, and a great tradition over there. I know it means a lot to you, obviously, with Brittany and Lindsay, both your daughters being former Barretts, as well as your wife Liz, the Hannah family. When you hear Barrett basketball, you think of them for sure.
I do. I mean, I've had 4 or 5 people in our family that have been Barretts, and this is a great tradition, starting with Coach Smitty and going all the way through all the coaches we've had. We've actually been to the state tournament more than any high school, girls basketball state tournament, more than any high school in the state. So to be consistent as we have been for this long is truly amazing, and it's a credit to our kids and our coaches.
Hey, Coach, last thing I've got for you. So we've been promoting this segment on our show, and it's a spin-off of our show, The Drive, but it's a Drive With series. And it's going to be airing in place of episodes that we're not able to do live. Also, it's going to be on our free ESPN Cleveland 1013 app. The first one we did was a Drive With Josh Boskin, head coach of the Cleveland Blue Raider wrestling team. And I want to go ahead and on air ask you so I can get a commitment, because I feel like it'd be better if I asked you than off air to where you could tell me no. But can we get you on to do one of these to where we can talk about your career, not just as an AD, but as a coach and an athlete?
Oh gosh, I mean, you guys got nobody else. I mean,
hey, we got to get you on there, Coach.
Surely there's somebody that's worthy of something like that besides me.
But yeah, we're going to do a bunch of these, and your name definitely has came up several times, so we want to get you on for one.
Sure, I don't mind. Just let me know when, where I can work around these 7 sports that we're doing.
There you go. We'll try to avoid the spring. Maybe we can do it this summer.
Sure. That's a good time.
All right, Coach. Well, hey, once again, Bradley Central High School Athletic Director Turner Jackson. Coach, appreciate you taking the time to call us. I know you're busy. We'll let you get back to it.
Let me say one thing that, and I think most of our people know, but we have a clear bag policy. We started that about 3 or 4 months ago. So if you come in, ladies, don't bring your purse unless it's clear. You know how things are now. So we have a clear bag policy when you come to a game.
Yeah, good stuff, Coach. Thanks for that information. If you got anything else, feel free to shoot it my way, and we'll get it out here on the show.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Once again, Bradley Central High School Athletic Director Turner Jackson. Always good stuff from Coach Jackson. And
absolutely.
I want to pump him up for a minute, because I've known Coach Jackson my entire life. And,
I think I have too, actually. So, yeah, right there.
One of the big-time mentors in my life, just kind of watching the way he was able to just be a dominant coach himself. But a lot of people don't know this. People in the wrestling community know this.
Right.
But the man was a 2-time NCAA champion.
Really?
Yes. So
wow.
I say that anytime I talk about him, because he downplays it and acts like it's not a big deal. The dude was tough. He still is tough. So I want to throw that out there as we talk about Coach Jackson. And obviously great input from him, though, on the Barretts. Once again, they won in the region finals last night over Cookeville 69-60.
So I'm looking at the Max Prep standings for 4A girls basketball. That is the number 6 Barretts in the state of Tennessee, and that's 31-0. But there's a little bit of there's other measurements there, beating the number 1 team in the state at 4A. Cookeville was at number 1, I think, going into that game. So the Barretts winning that game, and now getting Mount Juliet, who's at number 14.
I have a question, though. All right, and Brock might be able to help me out on this. So I know Max Preps kind of does their thing. It can be a little quirky,
they have
a little
their own
different.
Little formulas.
Yeah, but
right.
So you're telling me that Cookeville was the number 1 team in 4A. They had 3 losses, and the Barretts, who were undefeated, where were they ranked?
They were at number 6. There's based on what I can see that there is it's not just schedule, it is schedule and strength of schedule. And
what is this, the college football playoff?
Well, look, apparently. And so you have ratings for both, and that's how they determine it. I think that's, look, not for nothing, 31-0. So, there is
Well,
I get your disconcertion here. I definitely do.
Might need to give our friends over at Max Preps a phone call.
But hey, that just means we beat the Barretts beat the number 1 team in the state.
Yeah.
Now we get to say that. That's not nothing either.
So maybe that does kind of give. I don't know. It still doesn't make any sense, and I'm not going to try to make it make sense. But I do know at one point Max Preps had the Barretts as one of the top 5 teams in the country. So how can you not be number 1 in your state? So anyway, we'll quit harping on Max Preps before we get like a cease and desist from them or something. Something for you to deal with, Ryan.
I really wanted to yell "Bring it on," but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, no. Steve Hartline's cringing right now.
Yeah, that's no more paperwork than necessary.
I'm just kidding. He's probably not listening to the show.
That's very likely.
We talk about Scotty Mayfield's probably listening.
We'll get a text here one way or the other in a second. We'll know.
Yeah.
Hey, so like you said, coming up tonight, we got the Mustangs at 8 p.m. over on Mix 104.1, Mix 104.1 app. Right after us tonight, and I don't know exactly which game it is because that schedule was pending, but it looks like we will have an SEC women's second round game. We'll get part of that broadcast. I think tip-offs at 6, and then at 8 o'clock, the Lee Flames, the upsetting Lee Flames, after their first round.
They're not upsetting. They just upset.
Upset, yes.
Yeah.
They got an upset victory in their first round game there. Thank you for that's terrible word usage on my part. They got an upset there in the first round of the Gulf South Conference tournament for the men. They will play tonight at, I believe it's at West Florida.
Yeah, at West Florida.
Philip Tang on the call for that game at 8 o'clock, same time as the Mustangs. But that game here on Mix 104.1, Mustangs over on Mix. And unfortunately, because we have both of those, not going to be covering the Lady Vols tonight in their opening round. I think it's round.
Did you say we're not going to cover the Lady Vols?
Because we've got the
who are on a 6-game losing streak. Oh, I'm so sad.
6 seed. I'm still going to say 6 seed every time you say that because that's still very good. But they are.
I'm just throwing shade. I'm frustrated with Kim Caldwell.
That's understandable. And so we've got the Flames here on ESPN and the Mustangs over on Mix. And then obviously stay tuned for the Lady Flames because obviously if they do continue on in the SEC Women's Tournament, we'll try and pick up that coverage as we go. Because that is a win and keep going tournament.
Well, I think Baraka would agree with me on this. I think the Lady Vols maybe wouldn't be on a 6-game skid if Lauren Hurst was in the game all the time, right?
I'd say I'd agree.
There we go. I knew I'd get Baraka on that one.
I really want to use Lady Vols versus Clemson game next year. Lauren Hurst, Kamore Fields.
That'd be pretty cool.
On the court.
Find a way to make it happen. Little ACC, SEC crossover game.
Absolutely.
And make that happen. And maybe we play it here in the area or something. I don't know. That'd be great, though.
McKenzie Arena.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. So another thing I do want to talk about, you talked about Philip Tang. I call him Philly Tang. But okay. Phil does such a great job with the Lee coverage, and we're going to have him back on the show with us at some point to kind of wrap up Lee basketball and their seasons. And might try to line it up where Drew Linus can be on with us as well.
Lady Flames assistant coach.
Yeah, that's right. And they can talk about everything that's been going on over there at Lee University, so that'd be a lot of fun.
Love it.
So I do, since we got Coach Jackson on during this segment, I want to bounce back over before we take our final break, and then we're going to talk to these guys.
We got to talk NIL money now.
Our young guns about how they're going to spend their NIL money.
I even have an answer to this question.
Oh, I've got several answers.
I saw it in a parking lot today. I have an answer to this question. I'm ready.
So we already – it's going to look like the Florida Gators football parking lot, player parking lot in Ryan's driveway, apparently.
I'm excited.
A bunch of Dodge Chargers, right? Isn't that what Florida did? But so I want to get back to baseball for a second. Obviously, World Baseball Classic is underway. Started last night. Australia upset Chinese Taipei 3-0, and all 3 of those runs coming off 2 booming home runs. I love to see that.
Oh, absolutely.
When you're showcasing the sport, got to have the long ball a part of it. But also at 5 a.m. this morning, were you up for this one, Ryan?
You know I was, Andy, of course.
Korea crushed Czechia.
Absolutely.
Formerly Czech Republic. Formerly before that, Czechoslovakia. They need to get some stuff figured out over there and quit changing their name. But Czechia got crushed by Korea 11-4. And then tonight, Australia, Czechia at 10 p.m. So
making them play the doubleheader, rough.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, it's probably the time difference there. You're playing a 5 a.m. game, 10 p.m. game.
It's actually just the next day.
Yeah, they're just playing a day game the next day, essentially.
Right.
So they probably played the night game, went home, went to bed, woke up, showing up for the day game, just like something that we do in Major League Baseball quite a bit. But it's confusing when you have this time difference and you're looking at it from that standpoint. But, of course, Team USA opens up play Friday against Brazil. Brazil's about to find out is what I'm saying on that one. That game, 8 p.m. on Fox, taking place there in Houston. And very excited to watch Team USA get after it as there are some Atlanta Braves ties to the coaching staff, but outside of that, we talked about this earlier this week. Most of the Atlanta Braves that are part of the World Baseball Classic on Team Netherlands.
Right.
Jurickson Profar, not one of those guys. I'm so frustrated with him right now. I got to quit saying his name because every time I say his name, I get mad.
You do. No, that's fair. Looks like Logan Webb pitching for the Team USA tomorrow night off the Giants.
Yeah, Logan Webb's a good one.
To start that game.
That's awesome. So excited for the World Baseball Classic. Red, white, and blue. Got to support them. Excited for those guys. But with that, we are going to go ahead and take our final break. When we come back in our final segment, we're going to talk to Gavin and Baraka about how would you spend your NIL money if you're a collegiate athlete right now. All that when we come back right here on The Drive on ESPN Cleveland 101.3.
The Drive will be back after a quick timeout. Stay tuned for more nonstop sports talk on The Drive, presented by Hardees.
Good morning. This is your Hardees 2 for $5 breakfast mix and match alarm. We've got fluffy eggs and sausage on a made-from-scratch biscuit ready. Or perhaps biscuit and gravy. Ooh, maybe a sweet cinnamon roll. Wake up and smell that sweet deal. Mix and match any two for just $5 for a limited time. Only at Hardees. Don't snooze on the app. Snag juicy deals, order ahead, and get to work on time. Maybe. Exclusive app offers for registered My Rewards members only. Available for a limited time at participating restaurants.
Did you twist an ankle? Hurt your shoulder? Or maybe that weekend project left you with more than sore muscles? Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics is here to help. Our Urgent Ortho Walk-In Clinic in Cleveland is open Monday through Saturday, treating sprains, strains, fractures, and more. No appointment needed. There's no need to drive to Chattanooga for expert orthopedic care. Call, schedule online, or walk in today and get back to moving pain-free. Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. The Center for expert care right when you need it.
Cleveland, the all-new Select Flooring and Remodeling is now open at 5555 North Lee Highway. We carry the top flooring brands you know and trust: Mohawk, Shaw, Engineered Floors, and United Weavers. We also specialize in home remodeling and roofing, delivering quality you can count on. Take advantage of 24 months interest-free credit. Come see us Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to 2. Call us today at 423-889-3007. That's Select Flooring and Remodeling, 5555 North Lee Highway, Cleveland. From the floors to the roof, we've got you covered.
Not all composite decking is the same. Enjoy life's beautiful moments on an equally beautiful composite deck. Envision's products feature deep, non-repeating grains and distinct colors throughout each pour, offering a truly unique appearance unlike anything else on the market. Learn more and find inspiration for your project at Cleveland Plywood. Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland. Cleveland Tire Center having a huge sale on Goodyear tires. Buy 3 Goodyears, get 1 free. Don't forget the Cleveland Tire Center service department for alignments, oil changes, and more. Cleveland Tire Center, 4699 North Lee Highway, where the name says it all. Goodyear, more driven.
Do your legs feel heavy, tired, or achy? Do you have restless legs or leg cramps? Dr. John Milligan at Milligan Vein offers office treatment that can make you look and feel better within a day. And your procedure is covered by most insurance. Visit milliganvein.com.
Welcome back to The Drive, presented by Hardees. Join the conversation. Text 423-749-1013. You can also listen anywhere on our website, ESPNCleveland1013.com.
Duracell in Cleveland is now hiring mechanical skilled technicians, starting at $22 to $27 an hour. Excellent benefits beginning day one: medical, dental, vision insurance, paid vacation, holiday pay, 401k, tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply now at Duracell.com. That's Duracell.com.
You can tell I'm not the one on the board tonight because you haven't heard the SportsCenter theme song yet, and I would have played it twice coming into segments.
Well,
now,
I like what
'cause I
Gavin's
love
got
that song.
going on today.
No, he has a much better variety than I do.
Well, especially coming in from that first break. I don't think we've
That
used
one
that
was
one
nice.
at all. I really like
I like that one a lot.
So that's what happens when we get you and Jacob Mason off the board. We bring in some fresh blood, some young blood over here. Gavin Strickland from Walker Valley Live, who's one of our board ops here at WCLE. And then, again, we'll call him our intern from the CHS Leadership Program, Baraka Degwa. And listen, if I ever say your name wrong, call me out on it. Tell me. Yeah. I'll learn it quick that way if you get on to me. But of course, Baraka, a part of the Cleveland Blue Raider basketball team. Baraka, do you play any other sports at Cleveland High School?
See, I ran track last year, and I'm probably going to run it again.
Okay.
Ran the 400, 4x4, and hopefully I can run a little 800 this year.
I got you. I like that.
Following in Ryan Lovelace's footsteps right there.
Yeah, if you could, too, let us know a little bit. You're part of that leadership program over there. It's a class, correct?
Yes, sir. So actually just started this year. We have our Leadership 4 class, and a part of the leadership program that I'm a part of this year. Very involved in the community. Just kind of like what I'm doing today. We have a mentorship part of the class where we choose a mentor, and just go out and learn that, and like kind of setting us up for the future. And then also we do service community projects. So we'll go to the Barbers Market down there at the Denning Center, and serve with Miss O'Brien, and just get a lot involved in that. And then we during the month of January and February, we were at the Wesley Church over here on Peerless, and we were doing making snack packs for the kids here at the elementary schools. So just being involved in the community and just being able to get with mentors is just the main part of the class.
And you get back during Halloween, you guys also did the trunk or treat, right? Wasn't that your group that did that?
Yes, we had. So it's honestly involved with all extracurriculars for.
That's awesome.
At Cleveland High School, but yeah, the trunk or treat is huge when it comes to Cleveland, and just being able just to be out there for the community and just showcase what we have at Cleveland High School.
That's good stuff, man. Glad to have you with us, Brock. And Gavin, our board op today, Walker Valley student once again. Gavin, I hope you're ready for this question. I know you're tired. So Gavin was shadowing me last night.
That's right.
Doing some high school baseball, but at nearly 11 o'clock before we got out of there, and that is without extra innings. So just a slow game. But so Gavin and I are running on fumes today, but I'm still going to put him on the spot here to lead us off with our question. How would you spend your NIL money? So for those of you that don't know, Gavin's been on the show with us as a board op, and we've talked to him a little bit. But Gavin, I've known you since, what, 6th grade, Gavin?
Yeah.
And so he's a huge Alabama fan.
Yes.
So we're going to pretend that he's a little frustrated over the Kalen DeBoer era. So we're going to pretend that Nick Saban
is back in charge.
Is giving Gavin his NIL money. Okay. So Gavin, Nick Saban just wrote you a check using some of that car dealership money that he's got. I don't know if that was legal or is legal, but we're going to say that's the scenario.
It has a lot of zeros.
We are talking about Alabama, though. So, back before NIL existed, we're just doing it in Hardees paper bags, right?
Something McDonald's bags.
Tennessee coach.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that one.
There's a little bit everybody down there in the SEC, according to the Big Ten coaches.
That's correct.
That's why the playing field's even. But anyway,
right.
So Gavin,
that's how that works.
That's right. How are you spending your NIL money, Gavin?
Well, obviously, Baraka over here is miles closer to being a collegiate athlete than I am, but I love baseball. I grew up, loved baseball. I mean, just first things that come to mind, batting cage. I just love getting a little batting cage and
so you're gonna build your own personal batting cage.
Why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to go swing the bat a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to our guys over at Four Seasons.
Exactly.
You could just go over there and pay them and show up.
Cleveland.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah, I forgot their name, so thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, I got to be honest though. That surprises me.
That's
with
like a
Gavin
very,
because
like-
I was expecting like box seats down for Alabama football games.
No, he's making like mature adult decisions. Which is
Yeah.
the opposite of what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
right now. So
I'm right
that's-
there with you. I'm in the same
I respect
boat.
that a lot.
I mean, I'm not trying to go out here and get a big old Lamborghini because I know I'm going to be
mark that
dumb
off my
at
list
one
now. Okay.
point. Oh, my bad. My bad. I think I'm thinking a little bit too much.
So anything else that you can think of that you would spend your NIL money on? Now again,
Season
the
tickets.
situation is you're a college student. You're a collegiate athlete.
Yeah.
So what are we doing with that money?
Well, we can't.
You getting some new
we
swag?
can't, oh yeah, new swag. I mean, I'm not a huge kind of guy to go out and get like the nicest car or the most large house. But I mean,
We'll take you over to Cleveland Ford, get you a truck. They'll take care of you.
Yeah, why not?
No, private batting cage. I like the sound of though.
Yeah, I love baseball. I love football. I mean, like any kind of like simulation thing. Like, why not? Like, I absolutely love sports. I love playing them. But I'm not near as good as this guy right here.
So Baraka, the heat is on you now because I feel like Gavin completely made me overestimate how outlandish you guys were going to get with these answers.
Right.
So Gavin is showing how responsible of a young man that he is. So just for this segment, Baraka, I need you to go crazy.
Okay.
All right. What are we spending our money on?
So first, in opposed to Gavin, we're getting that Lamborghini, man.
Okay, getting the Lambo. Okay.
Maybe like
a Bugatti.
Maybe. I mean,
Okay.
it just depends on how we're feeling on the day. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
What color?
Oh,
Because this is an important question for me.
goodness. I want like a matte black.
I like
Okay,
that.
good
and, like,
answer.
Get those
like that.
lights,
Tint the windows a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Within
Oh, yeah.
legal limits.
Yeah,
Within legal limits.
Maybe, maybe not. We'll see.
Preferably.
Yeah. One thing I've seen, shout out Boo Carter. I've seen like on social media, he had like, you know how he had like a very nice car after getting his check at Tennessee. He had like the stars in his car
That's
on
cool.
the ceiling.
That is neat.
maybe do a
Oh,
little
like
bit
that.
like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
So you're going to you're going to get that thing detailed.
Hey,
You're going to do
we're
it right.
all detailed
I like
out.
that.
Yes, sir.
Brock bringing some good answers to this question. Ryan, go ahead. What are you spending your NIL money on, man?
1996 Dodge Viper, white with the blue stripes.
So we're just going straight cars here.
I'm locked in
Okay.
on that thing, man. I've won one of those since around 1996.
I got you.
When I was the age to, oh look, that's one of my Hot Wheels in real life.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes, please. Beautiful car.
I like that. Those are some pretty good answers. Whenever we get Jim back on, we're going to have to ask him how he's spending his NIL money because
I'm really curious about that answer.
wasn't
actually.
necessarily a big fan of all that. But I tell you what, as a college student, how would I have spent my NIL money? The gear. I mean, I'm a big shoe guy.
Oh,
so
okay. Yeah,
so
yeah.
I would have some Jordans, man. I would have. I'd have the I'd have the Timberlands. I just everything, man. I would have my own closet for my shoes beside my closet for my clothes. So I'm spending some money on some of the shoes to make the shoe game good. Shout out Drew Akins, football coach at Walker Valley. We like to kind of go back and forth with that. But, hey, listen, 6 o'clock snuck up on us, Ryan. So we're going to have to call it a day here on the drive. Excited to have Brock and Gavin with us, our students here in the community joining the drive. Ryan Felton sitting in for Jim Gum and Jacob Mason. Always a pleasure. This is going to be our last live show of the week. Tomorrow, be sure to tune in for a drive with Cleveland High School head wrestling coach Josh Boskin. That will re-air tomorrow in place of our show. We'll be back with you guys Monday. Have a great day, everybody.
For a limited time, get Hardee's Big Cheeseburger with 100% American Angus beef for just $4.99. That's a deal no one can beat. Actually, we can beat it. Because you can also get Hardee's ham-breaded chicken sandwich for $4.99. The Pick a Sandwich deal. Only $4.99. Only for a limited time. Only at Hardee's. Participating restaurants only. Tax not included.
Did you twist an ankle? Hurt your shoulder? Or maybe that weekend project left you with more than sore muscles? Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics is here to help. Our Urgent Ortho Walk-In Clinic in Cleveland is open Monday through Saturday, treating sprains, strains, fractures, and more. No appointment needed. There's no need to drive to Chattanooga for expert orthopedic care. Call, schedule online, or walk in today and get back to moving pain-free. Center for Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. The Center for expert care right when you need it.
Cleveland Tire Center having a huge sale on Goodyear tires. Buy 3 Goodyears, get 1 free. Don't forget the Cleveland Tire Center service department for alignments, oil changes, and more. Cleveland Tire Center, 4699 North Lee Highway, where the name says it all. Goodyear, more driven.
ESPN Cleveland 1013 is powered by Duracell.
Hey, this is Alfonso, the general manager of Crown Cleveland, your local home for Jeep and Ram. I'm here to announce that we have revamped our express lane. We are fully staffed and ready to take care of all your quick lube and oil needs. Please Google Crown Cleveland and see our great service specials.
Have you seen what happens when a weed eater gets too close to vinyl siding? Ouch! Choose steel siding from Best Buy Metals, available in board and batten and lap siding options. Permanent siding from Best Buy Metals is custom manufactured to the half-inch for a perfect fit. Stop by a showroom or go to bestbuymetalroof.com to learn how you can protect your structure.
From the Kia of Cleveland Studios, this is ESPN Cleveland 1013, WCLE HD2 Cleveland, W267BI Cleveland, ESPN Cleveland 1013.
The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making the top of your house the best it can be. Visit bestbuymetalroofing.com.
Need a new shop, garage, or other unique space? Explore post-frame building kits from Best Buy Metals. Best Buy Metals kits utilize steel trusses for the ultimate in strength and durability. When you need it to last, call Best Buy Metals. Stop by or visit bestbuymetalroof.com for your custom structure.
Perk up with our Perks checking account. No NSF fees, low fee overdraft protection, and more money-saving perks are waiting for you right here at TVFCU.
TVFCU, a place for all of us.
Check out the amazing deals during March Mania this March at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. They have 2026 Rogues, 2026 Murano, 2025 Pathfinder, 0% APR for 60 months, plus just 0.9% on 2026 Frontier for 36 months, or 1.9% on 2026 Pathfinder for 60 months. Want to trade in your old car? Nissan's giving up to $7,000 over book value when you trade. They'll buy your car even if you don't buy theirs. Shop in person, exit 20 off I-75 or cleveland-nissan.com. Payments are per month for 75 months. Does not include tax, tag, time, or dealer fee. Must finance with the dealer, subject to credit approval and pick from new dealer stock.
Brick, Illinois.
Well, we mentioned in the pregame show that head coach Larry Vicker's #1 priority was win the glass. Well, so far, his team has done exactly the opposite of that. Ole Miss leading the rebounding margin 4-0, and that's part of the reason that they are up 6-0 early in the game's opening salvo. 8:10 to play in the first quarter. Ole Miss 6, Auburn 0. David Kahn with you from From Bon Secours Wellness Arena, Ole Miss Rebels have retaken the floor. Auburn still gathered around their head coach, Larry Vickers. They just break the huddle. The Rebels wearing their home white uniform tops and bottoms. It reads Ole Miss in a cursive font across the front. Number is edged in blue, also on the back with nameplates. Auburn, meanwhile, same jerseys yesterday. Their road blue tops and bottoms, orange piping down the sides of the jerseys and the shorts. Numbers in orange and names in orange, the numbers encased in white. It reads Auburn in a block lettering nameplate across the front. Auburn basketball out of the media stoppage as Harrison Koulibaly stands to the right of her basket, off to our right. So the baseline inbound, Auburn will have to go the entire length of the floor as the Tigers work right to left across the radio dial. Soft bounce feed into Koulibaly, who palms it with her right hand, smacks it into her left, looking for help. Ole Miss with an intense full court pressure. They finally whip it into Jamea Harris, who has to hustle up the near sideline with Tiana Thompson praying ferocious defense on her. She works it across the midcourt line with 2 seconds to spare. Thompson poking her hand in there, can't wheel it away from the point guard for Auburn. They lob it over the top to Petticourt. Petticourt asking for help. Doohan trying to spring free. She can't. Fantastic defense by McMahon. Now it's DeBrisha Poe pushing Petticourt onto the SEC logo. She sets her feet, gets onto the right block, steps in between the rings, loses her dribble. She can't put it back down, looking for help. Poe trying to tie it up. She pokes it away momentarily. Petticourt down to the deck. She's in trouble and a shot clock violation. How about the defense from DeBrisha Poe and Tiana Thompson, disrupting to the max? First turnover of the day by either team as Auburn coughs it up with a shot clock violation. Ole Miss will inbound directly in front of